And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for yourself.
We are the last Americans. We are the last Americans. We are the last
Americans.
Yo, yo.
You know, I really do enjoy that I can actually hear the intro now. That's great.
It makes a big difference, I would imagine, man.
Right?
Yeah, I would have to think so. Yeah,
it's not just like a glitchy, like, Americans. All I heard was, Americans.
Yeah, dude. It's hard to explain.
Is that? Do you need to hear any more than Americans? I mean,
really.
just that gets you amped up.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I have a boner nonetheless. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Greg. It's better. It's better when you hear it. You know what I mean? It gets the juices flowing. You know what I mean? It's like taking one of those breathing salt things. You know, it kind of gives you a kick in the nuts. You know?
Yeah. It's like being served some French fries from Donald Trump.
Oh,
yeah. It's like it gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling.
For free, even.
Yeah, he was giving out for free. And one person even posted that he gave them 7 chicken nuggets instead of 6, man.
Ooh. I mean,
so they said, man.
That's always a good thing.
If they said, if this is Trump's economy, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Get that extra nugget. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many fucking like AI videos of like him serving back there and like shit's just going fucking crazy.
Oh, just AI? Oh, okay. So
yeah, like
people,
they do
kinda
like
making fun
AI
of it,
videos and like the fry hopper's exploding and he's going, oh.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit, what did I touch?
Dude, I mean, listen, I liked it. I thought it was fun, dude. I thought it was funny. You know?
Yeah,
it is funny, dude.
I mean, how many presidential candidates or even former presidents can you like, we talked about this kind of
yesterday.
like, can you even remember, or if any even did, actually went down and like worked at a fast food restaurant?
No. I mean, the closest thing was Bill Clinton like walking into a McDonald's, getting his morning breakfast on this jog, or, you know, like trying to like be with the workers and the American people.
They do that all the time.
I just thought it was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a great ploy, dude. This is like good.
Well,
yeah.
It serves two purposes. One, it shows that he's there and he's like putting him in positions to where he can like talk to normal everyday people and like get, I don't know if he actually did that or not, but just get feedback, obviously get votes. Like he's appealing to different crowds. He's going to different places where a normal presidential candidate wouldn't go.
Sure.
Yeah.
But also
public image, optics. It's very good optics.
Yeah. But also he's trolling like a motherfucker.
A little bit, yeah. But the Kamala thing, man, that's the funny part, you know.
So what did Kamala say? Like that she like worked at a McDonald's or something?
College.
Yeah.
She says in college she worked at a McDonald's. But there's I mean, even Snopes came out and said they can't find anything. Now that's not to say.
Yeah, I mean they're not going
happen.
to hold on to records that long.
Well, you know, you
one.
would think somebody would come out and be like, yeah, I did work with her at McDonald's, but you know, because
Yeah.
a lot of people's worked at McDonald's, and in her small town, wherever that was, I would think that somebody would come out and be like, no, she actually did. I was there with her.
Well,
She
it
was
would
there
be
for
on
her
her pay. Like she would have a payroll stub. She would have some pre-existing
tax
job
information,
history.
like tax.
There'd be a
information.
tax history, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the government could easily pull that shit up. You know
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
But it doesn't sound like she did. And that's one of those things that you can say, and she did say, that it's hard to prove one way or the other because it was so long ago. But I think that like Trump is just kind of making a joke of it. He's like, because that's what he said. He's like, I'm going to go work at McDonald's because Kamala never did. And so I can then
and
say
he did it
I've
on
actually
her
worked
birthday.
He did it on her birthday, which is kind of fun.
And I think he actually said, like, when he was there, and he's like, oh, I've been here 15 minutes longer than Kamala has.
Yeah.
And like,
it wasn't like a real working, you know, like people are like taking it literal. They're like, he didn't work a full day. It's like, of course he didn't work a full day.
no shit.
The idea was
dude,
that
it's an op. It's a photo op for his campaign, you know what I mean?
But it's also like those people that work there and see it, like they do appreciate that kind of stuff. I know it may seem photo, and it is to an extent, but it's also, it is cool that he was back there like loading fries. It's fun. It's funny to me. The first thing I saw when we were at the dinner table, or we were actually at, I think, lunch, we were in Galveston, and I saw the video where he was getting interviewed off of the plane. He's like, going to McDonald's, gonna work today at McDonald's, you know, and I'm like, what? And then the next feed was him like loading French fries up and handing food out the window, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun, dude. I'm here for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for anything, it's a fun.
What's the odds that
thing.
he ate some fries, bro? What do you think the odds
sure.
are?
He definitely
snuck
ate
a couple
fries.
I mean, he loves McDonald's. He's always talking like he had remember the football team come there?
Yeah.
He loaded it up on Big Macs, that table filled with McDonald's.
Well, he's done that several times where he'd
with
provide food for some event and it's just a fucking menagerie of McDonald's meals.
Dude.
I wonder if he has stock in McDonald's.
Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
Wow, who knows?
Well, they came out. McDonald's, from my understanding, they did come out and put a post out about it because there was a lot of people that were upset with McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
From what they said, and take it for a grain of salt, I don't know. I haven't personally verified it, but what they said was, we don't endorse. McDonald's does not endorse candidates. We don't believe in red and blue. We believe in gold. Like the golden whatever they said. But what they said is when we were asked from a franchisee owner if Trump could partake in this, we obviously think it's good for the business. It shows that Americans, I think they said 1 in 8 Americans have worked at McDonald's in their lifetime. And so they're like,
seriously?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a shitload of Americans working.
It is, man. But you think about it. There's a lot of McDonald's. It's an amazing job for a first job. We've talked about this,
high school kids for sure.
Amazing?
Sure, it gets you going, man. Listen, what do you want a high school kid to do? They could, they could stock shelves. There's that, there's.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
grocery store.
I'm not saying McDonald's is amazing. I'm saying it's a job that you can get into as a high schooler. It pays you money. You learn some skills, how to treat customers and food and stuff. I mean, some people stay in it, some people don't. But my mom worked at McDonald's when she was in high school. A lot of people work at McDonald's, man.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to be a long-term thing. I'm just saying it's a good job for a high school student who wants a little extra cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was their thing was like, hey, we're not endorsing Trump, but we also want to say that we think it's really cool that Trump came and, partook with people that work there and passed out stuff. And it's a good thing.
I did see their stock took a little drop today.
Oh, sure.
0.53%.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Of all the shit, man, McDonald's would be the hardest one to you see like a Bud Light thing. That's not going to happen at McDonald's, man. I don't see it happening, man. It's just too, it's a juggernaut.
That's Trump's people right there making beats.
It is, dude. And I like that shit. I think like with the football thing, when you brought that up with him, with the students, most people generally like McDonald's, to some extent. They don't mind the food. They know it's, And so when his thing was, I remember with the football, he's like, what high school, college student doesn't want McDonald's? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's better than some fancy 5-course meal at the White House. It's like, oh, what fork do I have to use? Put the napkin in my,
So I'm just curious on how RFK Jr. is going to address all the shit that's in the meat and in the food, all the the fucking chemicals and poison that's in McDonald's. Isn't there human meat in their burgers? I don't know. That might be a conspiracy.
Is human meat in their burgers?
Someone said that. I don't know. Someone said it in our chat. They're like, there's human meat in those burgers.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
I
wouldn't
see
doubt anything
I could
nowadays.
see rodent meat probably being mixed up in there, especially in the factories and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I struggle with that one with McDonald's because I feel like such a huge company, and I would imagine that they have to go through a lot of hoops. You know what I'm saying? That's just my quick opinion.
Maybe, dude. I don't. Have you seen the McDonald's ice cream machine conspiracy?
Oh yeah.
And what that's all about?
Yep.
It's a legit lawsuit conspiracy where they had this specific ice cream machine that they had to put into all McDonald's, right? But it was built in a way that it would just always fall apart.
Sure.
So this company would make all their money, a majority of their money, off of McDonald's repairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Well, did you see I think it was Breaking 911 put out right after Trump did that. He's suddenly all of McDonald's ice cream machines are working again.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's gonna make it right, dude. I think it's funny. I think it's kind of like the ice cream machines are kind of like the players that just suddenly are injured, injury reserve, and it messes up the
actually, you know what I think
stats and stuff, and
maybe I know what I think the conspiracy is about the ice cream machine though. I don't think it's ever broken.
They just don't want to clean it.
I just don't think they want to fucking deal with it.
They don't want to deal with it, man.
So they say it's broken.
Yeah. In that lawsuit, there was a guy who discovered a way to hook this thing up to fix the problem because it's this computerized system. There's a motherboard in these fucking machines.
It's really automated.
Right. And so he found a way, or this company did that was investigating this, to automatically just fix the problems. So that way employees could just plug this thing in, hit a button, fix it. No work order needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then it turned this. It was just weird, dude. The whole lawsuit's weird.
I've never worked in fast food ever in any fast food, but from what I've just seen images of them. Like those things seem like a nightmare to clean. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a lot.
My
of
wife
it. Just,
worked at McDonald's for a while when we first got together.
I remember that.
And she did. I remember her.
So she
saying,
has the inside scoop. No pun intended.
The inside ice cream scoop.
Oh.
She did say that it is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is, and I could see them just saying like, I don't want to do this at the end of the night, so let's just shut her down and clean.
But you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah,
it's your fucking job.
But again, like, part of me is like, if
it's 9 o'clock and you close at fucking 9:30, you're giving me fucking ice cream.
See, I would I would say if it was like Dairy Queen. Like, it makes more sense because that's what they're known for.
Yeah, well,
like McDonald's is not like, come on, man. Like their ice cream is not their biggest seller. Even if it was on all the time, it would not. I don't know.
It's not, but I do love strawberry shakes from McDonald's.
What is it? Is it called the McSwirl?
McFlurry.
The McFlurry. Okay.
Well, they make cones too, don't they?
I don't know. Actually, because it never works. I have no idea. I
thought they made cones.
I
know they have the McFlurries.
Yeah,
and they have shakes.
I don't know about cones.
Maybe I'm wrong. I think
they do.
They used to.
They
at
have
least.
cones.
Do they?
Look, I just bookmarked a video or a photo of Biden holding up the ice cream. Well, like Peaches always calls my hair. It's like a chocolate one of these swirly things served at the
Dilly Bar. That's the yeah. I don't know, man. Dilly Bar is Dairy Queen.
Oh,
remember they have that little thing?
No, I never got that.
Oh yeah, that's that too.
I always get it from at least Dairy Queen. I always get like the
blizzards, man.
The blizzards for sure. I never get cones. It's always a blizzard, and it's always either cookie dough, classic cookie dough,
okay,
or the strawberry cheesecake. Cheesequake is what it's called, actually.
Wow, dude. Cookie dough is. I don't think I've ever had that from Dairy Queen,
dude.
I go straight to Heath, bro.
Ugh. No, I mean
Heath.
I mean not.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Heath. Just a weird option to me.
I love that top, like that hard, crunchy.
Soft serve. Yeah. Okay. Soft serve, Greg. That's what it was.
Soft serve. Dude, I think
horrible
it's a good
nickname,
move, man.
by the way.
Yeah, it's not the best. I think it's a cool move, though, man. I like it. I think
if you take it sexually, it's not very good.
That's
the people, though, man. Did you see some of the videos of like the people that he was serving and stuff? It was interesting, man. There's the Indian couple, Middle Eastern Indian couple. They were like, praising him, and people thought that was funny because obviously she's supposedly Indian in some aspects. There's that black gentleman that rolled up, big dude. I was telling you about it. He comes up to the window and Trump's like, "Boy, I wouldn't mess with you." And I was just like, okay.
Do you have any of the videos saved?
No, I don't know. I don't have that one. I have. I don't know if I have any of his actually saved.
I think we have the main one that's going around in the bookmarks on Twitter or X.
Oh, just this one.
I have
him like suiting up.
I haven't seen him with this jacket off though. He's a big boy, man. He's a big man.
That's great. Thank you.
Oh, they trimmed it.
No.
Yep. Oh, yep. Good.
Right.
Right there. And then we're gonna grab the fry scoop right here.
Right.
Put it into there.
He's learning how to serve. Okay.
Dude, I think it's cool, man. This kid probably thinks this is sick as shit, dude. Like I helped Trump today.
You believe this? Look at this guy. He's a MAGA guy all the way.
Okay, so for his first
MAGA guy all the way.
That's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody.
Look at all the cameras outside.
I know there's
of that
so
car.
many cameras on the other side of the car.
They were lining the street too.
Company, and they've been very, very nice. And come up, if you look at really what's happening, look at the crowd over there. Look how happy everybody is.
Oh my God.
They need hope.
They need hope.
I like
I'm
this,
showing
dude.
them hope by
Listen,
serving French fries.
I gotta be honest with you. I love this. I fucking love this. I really do.
Dude, he is the Golden Dawn.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean, the
Golden
golden
Dawn.
arches. He's like, he's got the frickin' hair.
Yeah,
dude. How much would you pay to have like some of his hair in your French fries? Like, what if a hair just fell?
That's pretty interesting.
Would you hang it up on the wall, dude?
No.
I would encase it and hang it up in my steam
finding
sauna.
anybody's hair in my fucking ice cream.
But Donald Trump's hair, dude.
Some mega fans just like, eat it.
Oh my God.
you got to eat that. That's his hair.
If you eat that, you turned super ultra mega.
Yeah, dude.
I'd probably try to do some voodoo shit with it. No, I'm not kidding.
God.
You know what I mean?
Man, I listen. I like
see
this.
Greg finding it. He pulls it out of his fucking. He just and he goes,
Yeah, I start like speaking in some random language.
I don't know, man. I think this is a really good optic, man. I don't care. I don't care if people want to say it was all for show. You know, I think.
Well, of course it was
terrific optics.
Yeah, but I just think like when you look at this, like what other like not just America, man. Like what other leader of the world do you see doing this kind of thing? You know, even if it's like you can call it what it is. He was there. You know, he was serving up fries. He was giving people food. Like, it's a great look, man. It's a fucking great look. There's a lot of people working the food industry. Even at one point, I was telling you yesterday, we were talking about it, and he's like, I could do this job every day. This isn't bad at all. And I'm like, I'm sure there were a couple people who were like, fucking, you try it, dude. You try this at 6 o'clock p.m. with no cameras, bro.
Can we play a game right now?
Sure. I'm down
Let's play a game on let's guess what Kamala will do to try to one up Trump. And I'm gonna go first, and I have one right off the top. Uber driver. She's gonna go around picking up people. Hey there!
Yeah.
Where are we going?
oh my god.
I think that's racist.
You gotta go down the street? Okay.
Are you saying because she's Indian that she's driving people around? Is that what you're saying, man?
Well, I mean, is she gonna be like, where are you going today?
Yeah.
I will take you if you need to go quickly.
I'm sorry,
That's
I
rough.
don't know where to go. You might need to get out and walk.
Yeah, she just giggles the whole time in circles. She did go to 7-Eleven today. She was at 7-Eleven.
Oh, was she?
Okay.
She did. She went with her staff, and it was this big thing where people were like, "What the fuck's she doing?" Because she says, "I want Doritos," and they said, "What is a Dorito?" And she's like, "It's my go-to nacho cheese," and like they're like, "Bullshit."
Well,
Bullshit.
they've done that before, where they just film them walking around a convenience store.
Yeah, this was
picking up
today.
snacks.
I understand that, but like, it's just she was at 7-Eleven.
Like,
That fits as well with the Indian thing.
yes.
Because remember, Joe Biden said you can't go. What did Joe Biden say? Just so we can relive that. He said you can't go to a 7-Eleven without having some kind of Indian accent.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that what he said?
Did they leave and everyone go, "Thank you, come again"?
Thank you. Come again.
Yeah. Welcome to Quick and Mart.
She said, I'm speaking right now. That's what she said. Listen,
Jeez.
I'm speaking.
She would do that.
Doritos.
Doritos.
So it like working at 7-Eleven, you think that would be your guess what she
Yeah,
does?
I say 7-Eleven.
I bet she's not gonna. I bet she'll just do like what Dave said, that she might go somewhere. She's not.
That's not part of the game,
No,
Chris.
you gotta-
You
what-
have
what
to
do you
do
think?
something.
She's
I'm
not
saying-
gonna do shit.
But if she did, what would she do?
She's gonna.
Lifeguard.
She's gonna go to.
Old people home.
No. She doesn't
Ooh,
give a fuck
that's-
about old people.
No.
She's gonna go to. She's gonna go to Popeyes or something.
Oh,
Play the
okay.
race card, bro.
Yeah,
It's a good
Yep,
one.
go
she's
for,
gotta
the
win.
black
She's gotta win
population.
that black vote back.
Okay,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I actually,
I could see that.
I'm kind of with you on that. I got to be honest with you, man. Like something with, like KFC.
Yeah,
Popeyes.
She's gonna be serving chicken and waffles or something.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Just like your
So
mama
what-
did. You know what I'm saying? Just like your mama. You know, she say something like that because she always gets into character. You know what I'm saying?
Are they going to do like a BLM thing now? Like what do they do to distract from this? Because this is too much positive
It's very
attention on
positive.
Trump.
It's very
You
positive.
know what I mean?
They don't. I don't think they do. I don't think I'm with Chris. I don't think they actually react to this at all. They're gonna, if anything, they're just gonna sell it as like Trump's just trying to take it. You know,
They
take
are
advantage of the
already,
situation.
dude.
Yeah.
The fucking headlines and news are already going. This is just a stunt. They're just repeating that
Yeah.
over and over again. This
The
is just
best
a political
thing-
stunt.
Yeah, but the best one that I saw is that that's a political stunt, and then the next frame of the TikTok was Nancy Pelosi and all them wearing masks with their African.
Oh yes,
sheath
when they
on,
were kneeling down.
and they're like,
yeah.
"You mean this is a stunt? Like this is an actual a political grab right here."
I
Because
mean,
it's hard to sell. Because the average person, that's what I was trying to say. The average, I understand that this is a political thing. It's beneficial
but
to him. But
at
he
this
is
point in
there
the
doing
game,
it.
what isn't a political stunt?
It
It's
all
all
is.
political
Exactly,
stunt.
But the people that are there appreciate this. The
Yeah.
whole like African taking a knee thing, like everybody was like, "What is this? This is kind of weird." It doesn't benefit anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. This actually looks good for him, and that's why they're freaking out about it. You know,
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, I don't care if he did it just for optics or not. It's a good, like you said, it's a good look.
And that's how they told him when they were teaching him how to make the fries. They said, "Listen, hold it up to your skin, And when it gets your
Exactly,
tone,
dude.
that is done.
Yeah, this is Donald Trump, golden brown.
Yeah.
He just,
He's like, this
But
is
dude, I wonder
spray tan done.
I wonder if he's
You know
gonna
what I'm
like.
saying?
I wonder if he's gonna talk to Kim Jong-un again and be like, "You're gonna be met with McFury, McFlurry and fire like you've never seen before."
Yeah. I wonder if he could talk to him and
Takes
just
a
try to
bite.
sell him on getting McDonald's in North Korea. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
What if he was
okay.
like, hey, Kim, I work there. It's delicious. You'll love it. And then he can go, I got Kim Jong-un to get Western McDonald's.
I doubt it, dude.
Because that'll help America. Oh.
Hey, man.
There was a headline I also
Hey.
seen from CNN today, too, that said Donald Trump did not have permission to do this from McDonald's.
He did.
No, he didn't. Because each individual fucking McDonald's is franchised.
Yeah.
They're all their own fucking owners. They don't have to do. They don't. McDonald's can't.
I
McDonald's
know,
the
but
corporation
I just-
can't tell them they can't fucking do it.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
I don't think they can.
Uh-oh,
They
here we
absolutely
go.
can.
Battle
I don't think so.
Royale. Let's
No, so the franchise,
Can they do it?
the franchises are beholden to the company. That is a fact. My wife's family owns multiple franchises for a taco chain. I won't say the names or anything, and they are told like you cannot do that. Like you can't do the certain thing. That's why some things have changed at that place recently because they were doing stuff that was not per the structure of the company.
Yes, the structure of the company, but
But
like
I
how
know,
the
but
company operates, but
I
not
know.
having just someone come in on a political thing like that.
I know, but I just told you that McDonald's put out a thing saying that the franchise owner reached out and asked if they could have Trump at the thing, and they said that he could go.
That's
Yeah,
not what I read.
Dude, look it up.
RJ said in the chat, he said McDonald's can cancel the contract.
Yes, they can. Absolutely. But look it up. Look up McDonald's response to Trump. Because I feel like, and again, I haven't verified it, so I don't want to say that it's actual fact.
Well, what you were saying, like, they said, hey, we're not red, we're not blue, we're
Yeah.
gold, right? And they did say that. So they don't endorse anybody. That's what the official response that I saw was.
I wish they actually had the tweet, but either way, it's no big deal. I just know that like you have to like in order to have a franchise, you have to follow
This is what I've seen right here.
CNN Business.
McDonald's didn't give Trump permission to serve fries. It didn't need to. McDonald's has been thrust into the 24 election game attention over the weekend from former President Trump. Fries, blah, 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 blah. The company operates on a franchise model, which means the vast majority of its locations are independently owned and operated. Although franchise owners have to abide by certain guidelines in their agreements with their parent company, they are free to invite political candidates to serve fries without McDonald's buy-in.
I
Okay,
feel like
Chris
they
wins.
I feel like they could definitely shut it down though. If they didn't want to, I feel like
Well,
they could.
I mean, if they wanted to be assholes about
Yeah,
it,
but
they
that-
definitely could
but-
be like, well, you're not a fucking franchise anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's like, does this hurt or help McDonald's?
It
I mean,
helps.
come on.
It absolutely
Yeah.
helps.
It helps
Come on.
for sure.
And that's what
Come
I'm saying. They put what they put out is actually go back to that real quick. Yeah, so this was actually the thing right here. It says McDonald's. As we've seen, our brand has been a fixture of conversation this election cycle. While we've not sought this, it is a testament to how much McDonald's resonates with so many Americans. McDonald's does not endorse candidates or elect office, and that remains true in the race for the next president. We are not red or blue. We are golden. But it does. I think in the beginning,
But so
of
is
that,
Trump.
it said that the franchisee had reached out, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
If you're say, hey, listen, Trump wants to come here. He wants to be a part of this. It's going to be on the news. I'm asking because we don't want any issues going forward. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they did. Like
I do
Greg
find
said,
it like
I don't think they care.
It is kind of like kismet where you bring all this stuff together where like the golden arches, Donald Trump is kind of like the golden dawn. He's actually talked about bringing America back to a golden age.
the golden
You know what I mean?
age,
So
yeah.
it's like it's fitting all these different things in the background, you know?
But yeah, I mean, you're right though, Greg. Earlier, like when you think of America and like culture, like McDonald's is one of
It's
the
a
tops.
staple.
It is
Yeah,
like,
And you know
It is,
what?
you know.
He couldn't have picked a better time to do this right before Halloween. I know what I'm going to be for Halloween now. Okay, I'm going to be
Ronald.
fucking Trump in a McDonald's.
Oh, okay, you're going that way. I thought you were just gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
Ronald, bro. Okay, love it.
Yeah,
You're going to be McDonald Trump.
Trump with a
McDonald Trump.
yeah. For all those people that go,
Oh, His name's right in the name.
All those people have the mask. You know, how many people bought the Trump mask? You know, and they wore the suit.
I feel
and
like the Trump mask is on the shelf every fucking Halloween.
Oh, it is for sure.
Yeah.
But you have it, and you're like, I don't want to dress in the same blue suit. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh my god,
Take that suit shirt off.
I can wear an apron. I can have a McDonald's
Just
fries.
dress up as Colonel Sanders with the Trump mask.
Yeah.
Or no, that's a different thing.
Dude, I would have loved Trump to go to KFC, dude. Colonel Sanders. If you dress like Colonel Sanders, Trump.
He should do that.
That would be fun.
But I got mixed up on what we were talking about.
He'll never do the beard, dude. Trump will never do the beard.
No, he won't.
So disappointing.
Well, he never shaved his head either. We talked about that. We really wanted that. That was a moment.
You could be the Hamburglar with the Trump mask. That'd be good.
Oh yeah, dude.
Speaking of shaving,
and then play off
stealing the election, bro. She's the Hamburglar, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she should dress up like that, dude.
Yeah, I like that.
But I guess like there's a photo or something of Tim Pool without his beanie on going viral on X.
Oh, there's been.
But like I've seen him without his beanie on like years ago.
Lots of times, dude. Yeah, I've seen this lots of times for sure. Hey, he's just like.
Why would that go viral?
Because he's never not wears a beanie. Like he wears a beanie. All the
it'd
time.
be like seeing Kenny from South Park without his hoodie on.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
I mean he's bald. I mean Tim Pool is very bald.
Yeah, he's losing hair and shit. I mean it's but yeah, I mean isn't that funny that's like, oh my god. Tim Pool's like, not wearing a hat. That'd be like Chris shows up and not having a hat on. Everybody's like, what? What does this mean? What is he doing?
I mean, back in the day, that wouldn't be weird because I used to never wear a hat.
You used to not wear one all the time. That's true, man. Back in the early days.
Yeah.
Back in the early days. We did have, just saying, change subject. We had a helicopter fucking hit a pole here in Houston.
Hit a fucking cell tower.
Is that where 4 people died?
Yeah.
Is that the story?
That was literally like 20 minutes from us.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
We seen the headline when we were at the concert last night.
Four people died.
4 people died, including a child.
They think.
Yeah.
They said they think. They're pretty sure.
They don't know what happened as far as I could tell. I think it just like fucking hit it.
There's a really tall, I mean, I've seen them around, but there's a really tall tower. And, you know, it's got and I think what's interesting about it is it brings in conversation about how they're held up. So they're those very tall, skinny towers. And they have the metal cords that hold them in place. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people saying that those metal cables that hold them, like they need to do something about it because you can't see them. Like when you're flying, you can't see those cables.
Yeah.
But it looks like this helicopter just hit the pole, like the whole tower, and it blew up, and the whole fucking thing collapsed, and then you know obviously the helicopter.
Here, look, watch this. Graphic warning.
Well, I mean, you know,
kind of
flame ball, I guess. You know.
Kablamo, dang.
Brought the whole thing down.
Yeah, the thing is, they haven't released anything about the people. That's the first thing I looked up this morning. I was like, who are they?
Yeah.
You know, cell tower. I'm getting on Greg's mindset here. I'm like, what is going on, dude? Who is
Dude,
this?
I'm thinking like doctors going to like cure some disease.
Yeah,
now they're dead.
But they haven't released the names. I'm very curious who it is. Obviously, they have a private jet. But, you know, there's a lot of complaints, and we've seen it here, and I think obviously you see that. We had them in Longview. Everywhere has it. But those helicopters fly low, man.
They do.
And, I have to wonder, you know, I don't know.
And this thing was pretty big. Somebody in one of the fucking comments I seen shared a picture of which cell tower it was before it got hit, and it was massive.
Yeah, it's a tall cell tower. Yeah.
It was don't they usually have like fucking blinking lights and shit on those things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody claimed that's what I was talking about. Somebody had claimed that it like hit the cable first and then ran into the
wrapped
pole
into it.
And how do you like illuminate those cables or get those to where you're seeing? Because those come off of the, you know what I'm saying, off of the towers, and I guess you could hit them, but I don't know. Does this person that was driving, at least same with Kobe Bryant, man, the helicopter shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, what's the?
No, here's the picture of the tower.
Yeah, look at the cables, man. I mean,
you can see like all these fucking cables coming down through here.
Yeah. I just
okay.
I don't know that you.
I was looking at the giant cables. In the front of the picture.
Oh, yeah.
No, they come like all through this way and this way.
I mean, you would think that a helicopter would know to clear that. Like, what is the minimum height a helicopter can fly at? That was people were asking that question. What is that?
Well, so this was a radio tower. So what does this mean for Houston? Does this like
it wasn't
take
even a cell
down
tower,
any
it's a radio
communication?
tower.
I don't think it really means anything.
It was a radio tower belonging to Univision's.
Quebena 102.9.
The Latino Mix 104.9.
Well, I mean, Latino music radio is going to be out in that area for a little bit, probably.
That's going to affect a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
Because they have that shit blaring, too, all the time.
Reports indicate that the helicopter was operated by a touring company.
Oh.
You know what's fucking? See, I don't trust this shit. I gotta be honest. We were in Galveston. We stayed the night in Galveston on Saturday nights into Sunday morning, and we were walking around, and there was this banner up that said like 2-person airplane tours, and it was like those little, like those
little Cessna planes.
Not Cessna, dude. It was like one of those like crop duster planes, bro, where you can sit in the fucking, And I was telling my father-in-law, I was like, I just don't like that shit. All the death you see. Like most of the deaths you see from airplanes is like small plane shit. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, a helicopter, which is obviously not one of those planes, but it's the same shit. When I see like helicopter tours, I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't know who the fuck you are. Like what requirements do you have to get a fucking helicopter license,
Well, you got to go through all the fucking flight training and shit.
Yeah, but how long does that really take?
Well, a little while.
I'd be curious though. Have you ever looked it up? Was it like a week?
No.
You don't think so? I don't know, man. Greg, what's your guess, man?
Like the training and all that shit.
How long does it take to be able to fly a helicopter?
Probably a long time. But I just would not get on board with that.
No.
Like be like, oh, this is a touring company. You're gonna fly around downtown Houston? No,
6 to 12 months.
Yeah, so you're doing it for a fucking year before you can actually fly.
You'll need a minimum of 45 flight hours, including 25 hours of dual flight instruction. 45 hours? That's like
this private helicopter license requires a 50 hours of flight time, including 10 hours of solo flight and 5 hours of cross country flight.
I'm just saying though, what's a typical work week? 40?
Yeah, but you're not just doing that full time, dude.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You have to have that before you even get your license. So you have to be doing that with the trainers.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's not that many hours, man. Like, if you were training, like, at your job, Greg, or your, wherever, like, if you said you have 1 week, a 40-hour week, and you have to have it right, and then we're going to put you in a situation where you have other people's lives in your hand, like, that doesn't seem like enough to me. I got to be honest with you. Like, you're flying a thing that can really cause havoc to the people you're with, damage to the community, obviously, like we saw with this tower. I got to be honest, I don't think 50 hours is enough. Like, I'm just saying, I don't feel like that's a lot of hours, man. Even if it's spread over 6 months, that's not very much training, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way, dude. I would just like people in like just what happens in helicopters, the crash. Like, I just don't trust helicopters. Honestly,
No, I'm with you.
I think we should ban those things.
Yeah, dude.
Ban helicopters.
Yeah.
Come on,
Man,
Trump.
helicopters?
At this point, they're almost weapons of mass destruction. You know what I'm saying? They just,
Oh, Jesus.
chopping limbs, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ever see
So
the
I did,
autopsy report of Kobe? It's not pretty, dude.
Yeah, I saw this photo and I bookmarked it. This is showing you the tower height was 999 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so you flip that over, that's 666. Okay, so we got a cult symbology right here.
Oh, no.
This was a satanic ritual. This was a murder. But the helicopter was only flying at 600 feet.
Yeah.
So look at the picture, Chris. I just bookmarked it, and you'll see, like, that's a humongous gap. I mean, the helicopter is allowed to fly that low.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to clip those cables. You know what I mean?
For sure. Like, yeah.
So
I mean, I
this
felt
says-
like if you were that pilot, you should have known that there's fucking cables there.
Yeah, and this is, I just looked it up.
Or maybe, especially if it's a tour. You've been through that fucking area how many times?
But it was dark. That's what I'm saying. I think they
It
might
doesn't
have
matter if it's dark. You know where you
They might
are.
have clipped those fucking cables, man. It says, is there a minimum altitude requirement for aircraft flying over neighborhoods? It says 1,000 feet. The Federal Aviation Regulation.
Oh, see?
The minimum
so
altitude.
he was
hold on.
fucked.
It says the minimum altitude over urban areas is 1,000 feet and 500 feet over rural areas, which I would argue this is not rural.
This is not rural.
Helicopters may fly below minimum altitude requirements if they're not a danger to people or property on the ground. This was clearly that.
Well, yeah.
Like he was a danger to the property on the ground. and people, because no one got hurt otherwise.
Yeah, because these are all underneath this fucking pole down here. These are all fucking townhouses and shit.
Yeah.
All this is townhouse. These are apartments over here. Like, this goes down, you're risking it falling on all this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, dude. Listen, 4 people. One person was flying, 3 people were chilling, you know what I'm saying, and not expecting this to go down, and it did. And unfortunately, that's what you hear. You hear these helicopter crashes, and 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, what was Kobe, 7 or 8, something like that? People died in the Kobe helicopter crash. Yeah. I mean, I just feel like there needs to be some stricter requirements to this shit, man. Like, and you know it too, especially with fog and weather and all this other shit that takes place. Like, it's not something to take lightly. I just feel like 50 hours seems. I mean, if you read that farther, it says in order to be an instructor of a helicopter, you need 200 hours of flight
No, that's
time.
A commercial.
No. Certified flight instructor requires a minimum of 200 hours.
So it's the same requirements for the commercial pilot helicopter license.
I'm just like, I want a guy that's got 2,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, teaching me what's going on, because he's actually seen some shit.
It only costs like $5,000 to do that.
What?
To get that training.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like a hard thing to get into.
Depending on the location of the program and stuff.
Well,
it says between
what
5
if it
and 10.
was a terrorist? Yeah.
He really didn't like that Latino radio.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
well, no, like, what if this was just like a training exercise and they go, okay, that one worked, so now we go to our bigger target.
Well, that's gonna come when they release who these people were. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking more like what you said originally. Like, are we talking, some doctor? Are we saying this is some, or is it
Satanic?
or is it just some person who went on a tour? You know, they were going on a flight around Houston and thought they were gonna have a great time, and boom, they're gone.
And you know what's interesting is just like this period of time, I want to look up, when do most people die? Like, what time period do most people die
in their life
more frequently?
No, you're talking about throughout
just
in
like
the day.
like frequently within the year, within the 12 months. What's the month with the highest rate of death, and then what's the window? Because
has to be summer,
like,
dude. Has to be summer. Or no, I bet.
Well,
you,
I feel like right now there's a lot of crazy shit happening. Maybe not with deaths, but like, so for instance, like the
January.
NFL, when there's shit that goes on in the NFL,
January is the deadliest month of the year.
January is.
Yep.
I think that's when Kobe died too, wasn't it? Or right before?
I don't remember.
Right in December.
Yeah, it says on average January is America's deadliest month, according to our analysts of data on 66.8 million deaths going all the way back to 1999, collected by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Other lethal months come later in winter, February, and March.
Yeah, this one says January and December tend to be the deadliest months of the year.
And you could argue December, flu season. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
suicides,
slick roads.
You got suicides because that's the holidays.
Yeah.
Do people commit suicide a lot? Yeah, and weather is a huge one. Obviously, January is a little surprising. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, New Year's,
after New Year's,
or New Year's
after the
night,
holidays,
after like New Year's, the clock strikes midnight, and you're like, I can't do another year of this.
Your girlfriend dumps you on Christmas, and you wait a couple days. You're like, I gotta wait till January.
You don't get that kiss at the strike of fucking midnight, and you're like,
dude.
it's not worth it.
January is it, man. That's sad. The whole new year waiting for you, man. Right there at your doorstep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's weird that like a child died in this helicopter, and I get like maybe it was like a tour thing in their family, and they're like, hey, let's take the kid up there and look at all this. But at night, what are you gonna see?
Well, I mean,
what are you seeing on tour at night?
That's not. I mean, I could see want to see like the Houston area, like with the lights and shit. Like, I mean, it's not like crazy to think because like it's lit up, you know. But I don't know. You're right. I mean, most of the time you think of those things and you think of like day trips, you know, flying around and shit. But I don't know. I don't know.
Whitney says Kobe died in February.
February.
Oh yeah, that's right. He died right before the lockdowns happened.
That's right. That is right. Yeah, the kid thing is a little odd. But they can't confirm it though. That's the weird thing is they said we're pretty sure. You know, so I don't know what that means, but
Danielson said a child died on that Titanic submarine too, the Titan.
There was a kid.
There was a teenage kid.
Yeah.
Oh, a teenage kid, not a child. Come on, Danielson.
I know. Well, I mean,
no,
I'm thinking under 10.
No, he wasn't under 10.
No.
It was the guy. It was the guy's son.
Yeah, I think he was like 15 or 16 or something like that, if I remember right.
But it was like a child sacrifice, Think about it. Come on.
Damn, dude.
We got that young blood being spilled.
It's weird that they didn't release the names, though. I feel like they always release the names like really quick.
Maybe they haven't
some to hide.
Yet.
Something to hide, though. Come on, man. There's logs. Like, if this was like if this was a situation where they were taking a flight, they would have had to have signed paperwork, signed, hey, out of safety, you gotta, they would have.
Unless family didn't want the names released.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, do they have? Yeah. Don't they just do that anyways? I mean, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you can be anonymous for lottery winnings. Why couldn't you just say I don't want my fucking name released during this kind of situation too?
It's possible. But that would be everybody, wouldn't it? Like serial killers and everything would just be like, nah, I don't want my name released.
I don't think you personally can do it if you're dead.
No, I just meant like, what about like a school shooter or something that survived? Like they just say I don't want the name released. They
probably could.
I don't know how that works. Actually, I've never really looked into that.
You have a right to privacy.
Yeah, if you're not, doing
something. So Bob Saget's family did.
True that.
Yeah. If you're not,
but you knew it was Bob Saget though. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't get the reports of
turn your light.
Oh wow, my light got really fucked up. Hey. I don't know how I didn't even notice that.
I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought it was an interesting thing. Does that happen? Like we actually went to that concert last night.
We were sitting at the concert, and I like turned to Dave and was like, "Whoa, fucking helicopter just fucking crashed right by us."
We had just drove by that area on the way back from Galveston. We actually went to that east side of Houston, over in that area. That's a wild thing to see, man. Those people saw some crazy shit right there.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so this is saying, I just found this local K Houston, whatever, news, right, talking about this. It says, in air traffic control audio transmissions obtained by the news station, you can hear the moment someone inside the small aircraft makes initial contact with air traffic controllers at Hobby Tower. In the transmissions, you hear the helicopter pilot ask the tower to fly at 600 feet near downtown. But that 600 feet altitude is significantly lower than the tower the helicopter would eventually crash into, which stood at 999. 999 feet. Isn't that
That's
weird?
actually no. Well, so that there's actually God, where did I read this? This just came to my head. There's a ordinance. God, who was talking about it? So they have an ordinance about any building that has 1,000 feet have to have certain lighting on the building in order for like planes and other things. So like a lot of these like casinos and these other places will build their buildings at exactly 999 feet. So they don't have to do all the electrical shit in order to like not have to do all the extra lighting and shit that goes on with it.
That's tricky of them.
Where did I see
But
that?
wouldn't you want to have a light? I mean, maybe it just has a blinking light, like those normal radio towers.
Yeah.
Just under, I'm going to look that up because I know I saw it. I just don't know where the fuck I saw it. Just under code to not.
I seen something a while back about a fucking radio tower. Somebody, like, there's a job. It's a job for someone to climb those fucking things. And there's one out in fucking, I forget where it's at, like fucking Montana or something that's like ridiculous fucking tall. And the guy has to climb it like every 6 months to change the light bulb in the flashing light. And he gets paid like fucking $40,000 every time he climbs it.
It's Disney. Dude. It was Disney.
Would you do that?
Fuck yes, I'd do that. I only have to climb. I only climb a fucking tower twice a year, and I get $80,000 a year. Dunzo.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
That's scary shit.
You wouldn't do that?
Nope. Heights make me pee my pants, dude. Like I'd probably shit, piss, throw up, and then I'd just fall off. I'd fall off.
Dude, it was Disney.
Do it in a heartbeat.
It was Disney. Me and my wife were watching a show on them making like the Tower of Terror and shit. And they said we made it exactly 6 inches lower than the requirement, so we didn't have to put blinking lights on the top of the building. And so what I'm saying, I don't know what the code is here in Houston. I'm just saying that is a thing where they will.
Well, how tall was that building that they built then?
I have no idea. How tall is Tower of Terror?
Yeah,
I think it was Tower of Terror. Yeah, Tower of Terror.
Not anywhere close to this
height.
To like a radio tower.
Yeah, not 999 feet.
199 feet. So 200 feet is the record because there is an airport nearby. Okay. So that's what.
They would have had to put fucking.
But you see how they didn't go to 200? They went to 199.
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
Smart.
I'm curious if there's 1,000-foot, for towers and stuff.
And that's why it's 999.
That's why it's 999. Yeah.
But even see, that's. I bet they put lights on it now.
I think Greg's serious.
Well, like, what would the extra code be? I mean, because I'm sure this tower had a light, like a blinking light on it.
I don't know. Actually,
they snagged the cable, dude. You can't see the cable, so maybe the cables need some lights.
I have no idea. I'm just throwing out a theory. I don't know if this pertains at all to this, but when I see, like, when you were talking about, like, well, that's weird that it was at $9.99, which I like your theory of the 666. I think it's a little more interesting, but I remember the guy who created the Disney thing was like, yeah, we made it exactly 1 foot shorter, or whatever it was, 6 inches, 1 foot shorter, just so we could, like, bypass all the code that is required for the airports.
Yeah.
Because they didn't, like, with the Tower of Terror, and obviously with Disney, it's a very different story. Those lights would affect the way that looks. When they want it to look a certain way, they don't want blinking lights all over and shit on the top. So it makes sense why you would cheat that. And it's not even cheating it. They did it up to the point where they had to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it's at 199 feet instead of 200 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there that maybe that's a reason why this is at 999 feet. I have no idea. But a tower should have lights, in my opinion, right?
You'd think.
Especially something like that. Like, you have to be able to see
because
that.
even fucking, like, bridges aren't even that tall, and they have lights on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like,
well, and then, like, all of those little kind of radio towers that we have in Longview, like over by the Columbia River, you see all the blinking lights.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it did have them, man.
Maybe somebody. I think this pilot just fucked up, honestly.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
And
that's what
he paid for it with his life and
other people's lives, man. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, listen, I don't want to see anybody die, and especially when you see, like, the whole fireball and shit. Like, it wasn't just like an accident. I mean, people die all the time, but the whole image of the whole thing that somebody actually recorded, it's sad, especially if you know there's a child in there. You're like, Jesus, man, somebody just burned alive. Like, fell 1,000 feet and burned alive, man.
They know that there was a child in there, but they can't release the names. Like, they know who these people were, so why can't they release the names?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They probably, somebody was probably like, let's keep this, like, I don't want to advertise who. Because you can do that. Like, you can say, I don't want my fucking name in the fucking newspapers and shit.
I don't know.
I think you can.
I don't know. Yeah, I've actually never looked into that, but they weren't even certain that there was a child. Like, that was just before I got here. They're like, we think that there's a child. We're pretty sure. Like, we're pretty confident there was a child on there. So whether that was just based off of the size of the body.
Yeah, this was updated at 9:37 p.m. Central Time today.
And what did it say?
It says 4 people on board the R-44 aircraft, including a child, died in the crash.
Okay.
Their identities have not been released.
Okay, so they've came out and said that then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
And then it also says that they're trying to find. Let's see. So this plane, I don't know why they call it a plane. This is a quote. This plane doesn't have a flight data recorder, and it's not required to. We are searching for other devices that contain data that we can use.
Like
for what? I don't. I mean, just to see maybe what happened, what caused the crash.
Maybe like some, what's that called? The little doot, radar stuff, and to see like what direction.
Yeah, but that would just, they already know what direction it was going.
Oh yeah, they did show that.
They had a whole flight path where it was going, and it just abruptly stopped. So I don't know whatever tech it would have other than maybe fucking like
a phone.
Maybe as soon as he hit it, he yelled over the radio, "Ah!" Like, I don't know.
Oh shit! I hit a cable.
What else would
That's
be?
all my
What
fault.
else would be there unless they found like a cell phone that somebody was recording from or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're looking for more people that may have filmed it or something. I have no idea. It's fucked up though. That's kind of a fucked up way to die, dude. Because the helicopters fuck people up.
They didn't burn alive.
I wonder what the name of this business is called.
I bet it's not a business anymore.
But like, dude, when you saw the autopsy pictures, not the actual pictures, but the autopsy reports of like Kobe and his daughter, like that, those helicopter, man, they fucking tear you up, dude. Like he was missing limbs, chunks of his skull, like the blades and shit. This one maybe was, could have been less because they hit the tower, and I'm sure the blades got caught up in the, you know what I mean? So it didn't like whip around and like fucking, Possibly. I have no idea. I don't know, dude. That's gross though. Ugh. They're probably looking for a good time too, man. You know what I'm saying? It could have just been that they wanted to go to Dallas or something. They were
probably having a good time.
Yeah, but maybe they were just trying to get a flight to Dallas, and the helicopter.
It's a tour.
I don't know, man.
They were touring the city of Houston.
I just had a fucked up thought here.
Oh, okay.
Could this be a way to get rid of bodies? Like, let's just say they killed people. They put them on a helicopter that was automated and flew it into a fucking device.
It was automated. It wasn't automated. Oh, like all the bodies
like
were
remote control.
No, like remote control helicopter, and you just fly that fucker into a building or a structure, and you just make it burn.
I feel like during an investigation, you'd be able to find the controller, like the controller device that you.
I mean, it seems excessive. It seems like a lot of work, right?
It is.
But I mean,
the
if you're thinking outside the box, though,
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be a bad way to get rid of something.
The positive to it is it would be hard to disprove. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things. It's like, it's always going to be kind of be there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But then,
though.
to your point, I'm sure there's like a record log of this business.
Sure.
Maybe. And like we know who the names are because they signed up for an appointment through this business. Maybe.
Yeah, and even not necessarily to do with this particular one, but can that happen as a whole? Sure, why not, dude? You know what I mean? Like you gotta. We've seen people do that in other forms where they like disguise the death as something else. You know what I mean? Like they kill their wife or husband and then they catch the house on fire and hope that the body burns and it's just a house fire, and it's like, no, you strangled them, or something.
Or like put into a car and then light the car on fire, or like make it crash into something and light on fire.
I mean, a plane, that's or a helicopter, that's a pretty hefty loss. You know
or
you
find the guy hanging from a tree and then he has a shotgun wound.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's
he's hanging from an extension cord, but he also has a shotgun wound in his chest.
And they said, he was dead way before the shot.
Yeah, he shot himself.
He came back to life. You know what I mean?
He said Beetlejuice one too many times.
Yeah. It's wild shit, though, man. Wild shit.
It is wild shit, man.
Dude, I want to say, too, before I know we're getting ready to bounce here in a few, but we had a blast yesterday, man. It was awesome.
Yeah,
we haven't gone to a concert in a long time, dude. I mean, it's been a while. I don't know that me and you have ever just went to a concert.
Just me and you?
I don't think so. I think
that was the first.
But it was good, man.
We had our first one-on-one date last night.
A little date, dude.
Excellent.
Yeah, man. We went down.
Corn and Gojira.
And Spirit Box. Spirit Box was actually pretty good, dude.
Were they?
They were pretty good, man. They sounded good. They were very tight. They sounded really good. Gojira's, Gojira, man. And then Corn sounded great, too, man. Like
Corn sounded like Corn
sounds on CD.
Has always sounded on fucking, no matter what they're doing.
There's a lot of dads. A lot of
this guy sitting next to us is like nudged me. He's like, man, you're old when you watched Corn for the first time 28 years ago, and now you're here watching Corn with your kids.
Yeah.
And he just slammed a Bud Light right there.
Yeah. This was their 30th anniversary tour.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. But no, dude, listen, great music, man. It was just great music. It sounded good. We got to walk down Rape Alley, which was pretty sweet.
What?
It's a joke.
What is Rape Alley?
It's not
kidding,
really.
dude.
It's not a thing.
Well, so
we were making a joke because like we were walking back and it was like,
does Diddy own this place?
There's like these little pitch black pockets in the woods
yeah.
off this trail, and we're like, dude, there's
so
this
amphitheater that we go to is like right in the heart of all this shit. Like there's the mall right next to it. There's like a huge shopping district next to it, and it's just like sitting there. It's in the middle of town, really, right? And the parking is like they have these lots around, and you have to like park at the lot, and you walk through trails, like wooded trails, to get to the amphitheater. And there's like a big park and shit. And when we were walking to the show, it was light outside, and we had a bunch of girls around us, so I didn't say anything because I feel like that's inappropriate if I yell like this is a rape trail, But I've been on the trails.
What does that mean, Daddy?
I've been on the trails before, and at night it's very dark and it's wooded, and like it seems like a place that you could probably get butt fucked at. I'm like, it's not scary, but it's like somebody could pull you into the woods.
And then there was a guy fucking screaming when we left.
Yeah, there was a guy at the end.
We were just getting back to the car, and all of a sudden this guy like on the other side of the parking lot.
You couldn't see him though.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what kind of scream?
Oh my god!
He's
and
like, "Oh,
then we're like, oh my God, that's funny. The guy's acting funny. And then like we're getting in the car and he kept going. And
it kept
going.
getting deeper
and
in the
then it
woods.
sounded like it just kept getting farther away. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Me and Chris were like, well, shit.
Someone got raped.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, it was just like this guttural yell. And it sounded like a drunk, like a concert goer. But we were just like, everybody around us is like, oh, this guy, you know. But then like it kept going. Like people just were leaving and this dude was like, yeah, and it was getting deeper in the woods. And we're like, I wonder if he really needed help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. But maybe.
Man, we might have just let somebody die. I don't know.
Well, I didn't see it in the paper today. So that's a good thing. You know, I looked it up. I didn't see any butt fucking incidences.
You looked it up?
Yeah, well, you never, dude, when we left, when we actually got in the car and started, we were like, I don't know. Like that, like it lasted a lot longer as a joke than I thought it was going to last. It kept going. But no, probably not, man. It was good though, man. It was a fun show, man. It was a fun show, dude. Fucking Gojira, man. I love those guys so much. And Korn, it was good to see Korn again. It's been over 20 years since I've seen Korn, and it was good. They were legit.
Yeah,
it was packed. It was a packed venue.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Good times though. It was good times. Wish you could have been there, Greg. You would have liked it, man. I think you would have liked it.
Hell yeah, dude. Like Gojira, once I saw them perform at the Olympics, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I would like to see these guys.
The drumming was great, man.
There was a part of I don't know, I can't remember what song it was.
Oh, I found the song.
There was a song they did where they did like this fucking heavy
It was so heavy.
breakdown chuggy thing at the end, but it was like super intricate. Their timing and the way they stopped, and they were so tight doing it. That was the heaviest thing of the whole night.
It was the heaviest thing I've seen in a long time. Like
it was
just a closer.
No,
it wasn't even their closer song.
No, they actually did it with their song that they performed at the Olympics. They did that song, most of that song. They didn't do the operatic shit. They just did like the intro, and then they went into the ending,
this different thing
of this song, and it's from what's the song? Remembrance is the song from them. And like at the 3.5 minute mark, it's just this really like sporadic chug. It's from one of their older albums. But we just like looked at each other and were like, oh my God.
Like,
it was so fucking heavy.
You have a boner?
It was so heavy.
It was so heavy, dude. Like it was like, you're just like, oh my God, that it just hits you. And it was like cranking. I mean, it was good and loud, but man, what a great part.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
Right on.
All right, dudes. It's that time.
Good show, guys.
Tis that time.
Rest
Everybody
in peace.
go.
Rest in peace to the helicopter victims. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll find out more. I mean,
I'm sure.
Rest in peace to anyone that got a cholesterol overdose from Trump's fries today.
Oh yeah, man.
yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm proud of you if you got an extra nugget, dude. You know what I'm saying? If you got the extra nugget, that's what you can expect with Trump's economy.
If you got do they serve? Oh, they don't serve onion rings at McDonald's.
No, not yet.
I was gonna say if you got an onion ring in your fries, I mean you might be blessed.
You might be blessed.
Yep.
All right, dudes.
Okay.
All right. Peace. Later, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Like us on everything. Follow us on everything. Do your job.
Do your job.
Fuck Uber.